Do you expect to be able to make this kind of contribution this early getting here?
Oh yeah, I was blessed with the opportunity to start on Friday night, yesterday and today. And the coaches put me in a great situation and they got me ready for this opportunity that I got and took full advantage of it. And so it's been amazing, these first 3 games to play with teammates and finally get out there and beat up on some opponents.
On Friday, did you ever sit back and take in the moment? Did you get to let yourself feel how big that was for you?
Yeah, I don't know if y'all saw, but after I caught a line drive, I kind of just chilled back on the fence and just looked around. I'm like, finally here, this is it. But yeah, took it all in and it was amazing.
Coach Early talks about how you seem unfazed since you got here. Just where do you get that confidence from, and what's your mindset when you step onto the field?
Yeah, that's just playing with confidence. I mean, like Early said, if you play scared, you might make mistakes. So I just take that with me during the AB or out to the field. And when I play pretty confident and not scared, see a positive impact in the game. So,
Coach Early said, with the performance you put in the scrimmage game last weekend, kind of really stood things out. How much weight did you put on a performance in that game, knowing that you could be a guy who could get in the lineup?
Yeah, during that game, I was pretty nervous at first, but when I got in the box, all those nerves went away, and at the end of the day, it's baseball. And so played pretty well that game, and like I said before, got the opportunity, and it's here now. And I was able to play pretty well.
Did you feel like as that game was going along that you're like, okay, I've made a pretty good case?
Yeah, I do feel like that, yeah. And then just thankful that the coaches trust me and that they believe in me to have that opportunity and be ready to go on day one.
How do you try to approach this beginning of the season where you maybe not are guaranteed that everyday spot, but this how you play could lead to more playing time down the line?
Yeah, the coaches just tell us always be ready. I mean, you never know when you're going to get your opportunity. Sorrell unfortunately had a hamstring injury, and so it's always next guy up. And Longley and Early preach that a bunch to us and just tell us to stay ready because your time's coming. And so I was just able to stay ready.
How did you find out that you were going to be the starter this weekend?
Yeah, last week during practice, Early came up to me when I was shagging balls in right field and said, if Sorrell isn't 100% and ready to go on Friday night, then you're the man starting in right field.
You were a football guy too in high school, right?
Yes, sir.
What went in the decision to go baseball? How did that kind of dual sport split work out with you?
Yeah, it was a pretty tough decision. I was planning on playing football and baseball when I got here, but then just decided to go with baseball. I mean, I love the sport, been playing it since I was 4 years old, and yeah, just went with that.
Has baseball always been kind of the first love, or is it a back and forth deal through your life?
It's a back and forth deal. I mean, I started playing both early at the age of 4, and so it was a pretty tough decision, I'd say, but I'm making a positive impact from it. So
when did you know that baseball you might have a future in baseball with this?
I believe when I started getting some looks from scouts in colleges, when I was able to get a couple offers, and that's when I noticed, all right, I have the potential to be a great baseball player. And then so I just stuck with that and came in each day to get better and improve my skill and focus on things I could work on.
So how tough was the win today for the outfielders?
It played a big factor. Obviously, when me, Benderup, and Hensler came in together to try to make the play, couldn't see it really. The sun was there, Wyatt caught off, but then it just came right back to the right. And when y'all saw Jace, when he went back on his fly ball, I mean, the wind is blowing in, and then it curved right. But it played a huge factor in the game today.
How about that as a fielder then when you see the pitcher bounce right back and get the next 3 guys after those 2 balls that maybe could have been caught?
We felt pretty bad because Patton was dealing. He was doing a great job on the mound, and we came into the dugout and we were like, that's on us. We should have made those plays. I mean, he got 2 outs after that, and we were like, could have took off a little bit of stress on him. Maybe he didn't have that, but it would have made his job way easier.
So what did you learn about this team this weekend, or some things that you guys can improve on?
We were pretty shook a little bit on Friday night, but we came out yesterday and today and showed that we're still that team, and maybe a little shook is what we needed, and just came out the last 2 days and just played how I get baseball was supposed to be played.